We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Brandon Belt tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Johnny Cueto is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Leading off tonight for Colorado, the right fielder, Charlie Blackman.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. There to make the play is Chavis, and there's one gone. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Row. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Antonio Senzatella is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Pitch on the way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And there's one away. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think Brandon Belt is a guy to watch out for. He hit over 400 last month. Watching him, it seemed like everything clicked. I want to see if he can carry it through this month as well.
Coming in is Dahl, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Michael Chavis is at the plate as he watches ball one. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Senzatella has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And the runner is in from second. And he is in there.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Blackman retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Trevor Story steps in now, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Daniel Murphy is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike taken. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
And he popped him up. Sanchez ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Swing, and he pops him up. Murphy has it, and it's a quick out, number one. Now at the plate, Buster Posey, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. The 1-1. Pops this one up. Murphy ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Johnny Cueto. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around first, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Owings will make the play there to retire the side. At the plate, Tony Walters, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake his stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
1-1.
Fouled off. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Chavis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Just about set to go here as the Giants come to bat in the 3rd inning, and San Francisco fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Popped him up. Walters is right there. And that's out number 2.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. This is skied into short left center. Dahl is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch. New inning set to get underway, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
Number 1.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Though, as we mentioned earlier, he remains near the top of the batting leaderboard to this point. The average has taken a little bit of a dip over the last couple of series.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now. I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems. And that's hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
One 0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Base hit into right center. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Sanchez is up with it. One there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Now batting.
David Dahl to the plate now as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. No balls and 1 strike. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Hit hard towards center. Reach, and he makes a lunging catch as he winds up on his belly, and there's a fine play for the second out.
The first baseman, number 9.
Stepping up now, Daniel Murphy. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
1 strike.
Left side. Longoria's got it. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Michael Chavis.
The second baseman.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dahl is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Up next.
To bat next, it'll be Alex Dickerson. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The third baseman, Evan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Owings will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Belt has a play. 1 out.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the catcher, Tony Walters. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. The 1-1 home. Right side, but it's well foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 49.
Into the box, Antonio Senzatella. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. The 2010 National League Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey, will start.
Leading up for the Giants, the catcher, Buster.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Johnny Cueto. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to Murphy, will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Giants. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder. Now the pitch. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Wow, you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. Mistake, because this guy just took him deep.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. No balls and a strike to count. Now the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Nolan Arenado is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. On the ground to third. Up with it is Longoria. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
In now, Trevor Story. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a ball, 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Two balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Duggar. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Rockies are able. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it at one.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. Back to Murphy, and they get them both. So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brandon Belt. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the run is Dahl. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Digging in to try it again, David Dahl. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Daniel Murphy.
The pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. 2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And next to bat, it'll be Chris Owings. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And it's quickly 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Score remains 2-2. Standing in, Alex Dickerson. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here comes the first pitch. Line toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
Evan Longoria is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings up Buster Posey. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jairo Diaz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Christian Pache is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Christian Pache.
Brandon Crawford will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Brandon Crawford.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 4 for 11. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at 3rd as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Tyler Beede is out from the bullpen now, as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 38, Tyler Beede.
So digging in now, Christian Pache, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
The 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Riding in once again, Garrett Hampson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Late square, and this is popped up. Beatty is there, and he makes the catch for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down. Jake McGee is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51.
Settling in now, Mike Yastrzemski. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's popped up. Coming in is Dahl, but this will land untouched. Comes set with the 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. McGee has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Well hit to right, but foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And now pitch on the way. This is pulled into right. Blackman is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Belt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. The pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now. So here's Michael Chavis now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. McGee comes set. First pitch on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reaction. All set for the start of the inning, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Reyes Maranta comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 54. Reyes.
from the stretch.
No. 1 ball, no strike. Ball, no.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duggar's there for it. He's got it 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. First delivery to him on the way. Trevor Story comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Now the pitch.
Ball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Got him to go down swinging there. Trevor Story is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Standing in now, David Dahl. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. In his career, Dahl carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The San Francisco Giants jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Johnny Cueto earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season. Reyes Maranta wraps it up for the save, his 41st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rockies, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Timing. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, the Giants totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-2. The Padres combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Blake Treinen grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 5-2. The Marlins put together 10 total hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-4. The Phils combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. Jesse Winker plated 3 runs on the day as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates 4-2. The win was their 6th in a row. The Milwaukee Brewers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-2. Ryan Yarbrough got the W, his 11th this season, as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles 4-2. The Chicago Cubs got 18 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 14-5. The Boston Red Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-2. The Tribe got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-0. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-1. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Kansas City Royals combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Angels in Orange County 7-6. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.